Okay, I've put together a little presentation sheet. I've kept it relatively simple, being your last project. I've got a 3D section. I'll use a section box just to pull back until we can see the truss and the relationships of all the components together. And I've done a section view, and I had pulled a section view before. If I just highlight this and we go to, I think, level 1, we'll see. Oops. Let me just save this a minute. And let me go to this detail section. So the detail section, I'll show you how it's cut, but it's rendered in a realistic mode with the lines showing. I brightened it up just to give it a nice pop of appearance. I consider this drawing to be something that you would be prepared to walk into a meeting with a client to discuss the preliminaries of a certain design stage of what you wanted to do with the roofing system. So we're not getting into all the details. And in many ways, this is completely unresolved. We don't know how we're going to hold this structure up, whether this deck is going to extend into it or have some other kind of construction. But it's known that we need to deal with the termination of our green roof at the edge of the roof condition, so our soil wouldn't be running down the side of the building, so to speak. So it's a containment system, and you're just suggesting an exterior form for that at this point. Anyway, that's the detail section, and if I think if I just have it selected, I don't know how I want to have it show up when I go to, let's say level 2. So there it is. If I highlight this box, you'll notice that I've got it cropped way down. So I'm only showing that one edge. I could control how much depth I had if we wanted to get a little fancier with it, but I don't think it's necessary. And then let's just take a look at this 3D view. It's just a 3D view of the building. I've got it cropped over at this edge. You know, I guess we could look at actually changing that crop. If I make this crop mark visible, I'm not going to bother doing that, but you know, it's a little crude the way I've made that one edge detail of this drawing. Let me go ahead and at least fix one aspect of this. I'm going to pull this down a little bit. It's acting a little funny when it went all the way down now. Let's see if we can get out of that mess I've created. A lot of times, I'm going to leave it as it is. The way I had cropped it in the active view, it just doesn't seem to want to let me make a correction to it right now, so I don't want to spend any more time going through that kind of a problematic detail. So let's go back to the drawing then. So I've got that one view, so it's clear that you could discuss the relationships of the roof deck to the overhang in a model view with your client. I want to get rid of that section box again. And I've added a little discussion about this idea of picking the smallest, in this case we picked the smallest or thinnest kind of green roof, but there is the option for all of these other different levels or intensities of green roof. For the sake of our building, I think we're just using this as a way to create a low impact roof system. I think this is a fine proposal for this kind of a building. No one's going to actually see it. We're trying to just create a cooler, more environmentally friendly roof, mitigate drainage that would come off of it. And so in our section now that we've created, roof edge treatment, you know, it's not really specifically detailed. We do talk about the construction of the roof, the roof structural system. We label the insulation, then the drainage layer, the soil layer, and then I just indicate the top green layer as plantings. And I've left some room over here for you to describe your thinking on going through this project. So I hope it was a worthwhile endeavor. I thought it was. I learned a little bit about some techniques and some ideas. So I look forward to your submittals.